Let's recap and talk about an epic Sister Wives episode, Sister Wives Season 2, Episode 10. The episode is called Gambling for a Future, and this is a huge episode for the series because it's the one where they escape to Las Vegas in the middle of the night because they're worried about an investigation against them in Utah. There's panic, freak out, sirens, and busted tires, so let's get into it. In the first scene of this episode, Kody's hair looks a hot mess. I mean, did he straighten the front? What is this look? Anyways, he looks worried and says the city of Lehigh conducted an investigation on them and turned over their findings to the district attorney. I don't think anyone really knows how threatening this all was, but I can understand why they were getting nervous. He said they decided as a family to move to Nevada, but he needs to tell the younger kids. And they film this. So he awkwardly is sitting in a chair and he's like, "So who here likes to be a family?" Obviously, they all raise their little hands and he's like, "Isn't our family great?" He says, "Well, to keep our family together, we need to move to Nevada." And what stands out to me in this scene is Peyton's reaction and facial expressions. He's sitting right next to Kody, and dear Peyton just yells, "What?" And not only that, they're moving in 3 days and can't tell anybody. So this is, a huge announcement. Kids are crying. I can only imagine how crazy it is to hear this as a little kid. Then there's this big kerfuffle because Mariah, who is now Leon, wants to stay at her church school because church is super important to them. But this is not going to fly with Kody. At this point, Leon was the most pious by far of all the teenagers, which, yes, is very ironic. They wanted to be polygamous, and it's a completely crazy, it's a different person almost that we're talking about, it feels like. Meanwhile, Robyn is by herself at her house, packing like crazy, shoving things in dressers. She's, of course, crying and angry and emotional, standard Robyn stuff. She says that she believes in miracles and thinks God can stop this. Again, very on brand with Robyn. At this point, Meri says they have 3 days and they still have no idea where they're going to live in Vegas. Kody is packing at Robyn's and there's something written on the bathroom mirror that I wish I could read. I tried so hard, and then they get closer to the mirror in another scene and I think I can see it says, "I'm so happy about it." Is that lipstick also? What is happening? Anyways, that's a random Sister Wives fact there. Then there's a pretty insightful scene, to be honest, with Madison, who says, "Oh, if a man has a mistress, it's perfectly fine. But when he wants to take care of her and her family and call her a wife, it's against the law." I can kind of understand her point of view here. So Meri is with her mom packing and discovers that she saved 26 copies of her sister's obituary. 26. And then this is something I've never really heard Meri open up too much about, but Meri talks about her sister who had, at that point, it'd been 5 years since she died of colon cancer, and how she says her sister would have been the first one she would call about this and the first one there to help her move. So, that was actually heartfelt, and it's nice to see Meri's mom in this scene too. At this point, the family is getting super paranoid. Apparently, the teenage girls were walking to the gas station and a sheriff was going up and down their street and they were freaking out about that. Whether or not that was a coincidence, no one knows, but Christine is like, "And that right there is why we're moving. And that right there." She thinks that was a big threat. Meri's trying to comfort Leon. Janelle is itching to move quickly and says that her relationship with Kody is struggling because she feels that he's not taking getting out of there seriously enough. Janelle is seriously scared something would happen to her kids because, it has happened that families have been split up in this kind of situation. And here we have a hint of preference for Robyn. Let's call it an Easter egg. When I first watched this episode, I guess this didn't mean anything to me, but basically Janelle, Meri, and Christine are ready to go on the Monday. But Kody says Robyn wants Tuesday, so he wants to leave Tuesday. Meri's like, why is it Tuesday? Because you and Robyn decided on it? Just asking. Of course, Kody ends up siding with Robyn and settling on Tuesday. He won't budge. But then TMZ leaks that they're moving, so they're now in a super panic and want to get out of there as soon as possible. They're leaving a bunch of stuff actually at their house for family to deal with. TMZ told them they're posting in 24 hours. And as they're packing, a police siren goes by, and then their level of paranoia just gets crazy. They're all packing and yelling, hurry, 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 like they're fugitives. And so into the evening, they leave Utah, and it is quite possibly the worst escape ever because they get like 3 flat tires. Okay, so within a few miles, the car Robyn is driving gets a flat tire. They literally get 2 tires at a tire shop. They're not even the right size, but whatever. Then after that is solved, they get another flat tire a few miles down the road. Things are going so badly at the start of their big escape with the 2 flat tires that Kody is wondering if this is a sign from God. Should I not go? They go to a motel down an exit near the tire shop after all that and start again in the morning. And they start off, and lo and behold, in the morning, another flat tire, this time on the trailer. At this point, Christine is, quite frankly, losing it. It has been 24 hours since they left Lehigh, and Christine was with the kids the whole time, of course, right? Because at this point, she's basically the nanny. And she's saying how they're really hungry, and Christine is like, we need to feed these kids. They finally make it to some temporary rental, and they have a month there to find new rentals for each of the wives. And it all ends with Maddie saying, I really hate it here. I want to go home. And Maddie is someone that really sticks out in the early seasons. She's kind of like the voice of reason, and, you know, she's featured pretty heavily. So yeah, I think this is a very interesting episode. Do you guys think that the flat tires were a sign from God? I feel like Christine mentioned it once in a podcast, how maybe it was a sign. It kind of seems like a sign, doesn't it? I wonder what would have happened if they would have turned back, you know, and where their lives would be now, and if it would be a train wreck like it is now. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my recap and reaction to the big Utah escape, Sister Wives Season 2, Episode 10. I'll be back with more content. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel because no one subscribes to my channel. Everyone just watches. Subscribe, people. Thank you. Bye.